Hello guys, welcome to another extra video for Monkey Master. This is called Super Monkey Ball: The Lost Levels, because if you guys paid attention to the full Monkey Master documentary that I put together, there were some levels that I warped over, that I skipped over. The purpose of this video really is to just be a completionist. One of the main points with Monkey Master is that it is kind of like my own personal love letter to this series, to these original two games, and I think it'd just be kind of weird if I ignored certain levels. To kind of remedy that, I will be going back and I will be beating all of these levels, no matter how hard they might be. So I took notes of my beginner run in Monkey Ball 1, the advanced run, my typical expert run, and then my super long run in Monkey Ball 2, and I have a list of levels to complete. We have around 91 levels to get through. So for beginner Monkey Ball 1, from my understanding, the only two levels that I skipped were 3 and 4, and these are pretty easy. Again, I'm mainly doing this just to be a completionist, and also, at this point in filming, I have not beat Monkey Ball 1 yet, and I'm a couple days out of practice. You know, beating Monkey Ball 1 is the next thing that I really, need to do for the video. So, this will give me some more practice here. Let's see if I can... Yep, there we go. Okay, made it. Alright, so that's beginner. Okay, so I hit the warp in stage 6, which skips 7, 8, and 9 in advanced. So I'm gonna breeze through these really quick. This might honestly get a little bit interesting because, again, these warps, these are like the paths that I typically follow when playing the game normally. So these levels right now, I have only played maybe like once before in my entire life. So, yeah, this might get interesting. I think I know what to expect with most of these levels, these warped levels, but then again, I don't know. And I would be filming this with someone else, but the way that schedules are working right now, I just can't. So, obviously I'm just filming this on my own, so I don't know how interesting this is going to be to watch. I will be jumping around a lot if I start messing up on certain levels, because my commentary, no matter how rich it may seem, I don't want to bore you guys to death. Just to let you guys know, I would be filming this with someone maybe like Mike or someone, but there's just not enough time. I'm starting to sound like James Rolfe. Which, by the way, on the for real, if any of you guys are wondering what all the 540 references are, the Bimmy references, you know, Bimmy stepping, all this other stuff, it's all Cinemaster references. And hang on, I need to check which levels are next. This stage, I will stand by it, always hit the red goal in it because of how easy it is to get. Because if you hit the red goal, then you skip 19 all the way to, yeah, 24. Yeah, always hit the red goal in that stage. But anyway, back to Cinemassacre. To give you guys a little bit of commentary to listen to while I'm playing this game. Cinemassacre is kind of a big inspiration for me, you know, James Rolfe, all this other stuff, and to really explain all the 540 nonsense, because I have to imagine that has to be really confusing for some people watching. But there's a subreddit that exists called the Cinemassacre Truth. Basically, it was spawned because Mike Matei, James Rolfe's partner in crime, so to speak, and James Rolfe being the one who founded Cinemassacre, he started censoring all this stuff from the normal Cinemassacre subreddit. And, you know, all this stuff about, Board James and their one friend Bootsy not getting paid properly. So yeah, it's this one whole big mess. And it's funny because James Rolfe, for the longest time, was known. Yeah, he was kind of known as the Bob Ross of gaming YouTubers, is how I would describe it. Because the only controversy that he found himself in was whenever he refused to see the Ghostbusters 2016 reboot, whenever that was a thing. Because a lot of people called blasphemy and called him a misogynist for refusing to see that movie, even though the main point that he was trying to make, and I'm pretty sure he says this in the video, is hey, why am I gonna see this movie when I know that it sucks? It has nothing to do with the fact that the Ghostbusters in the movie are female or whatever. It's mainly just the fact that it's very clearly a Hollywood cash grab, very clearly just a sham to make some money. So why would I see this movie if I know it's gonna suck and if I know that I'm not gonna like it?
So instead of doing what everybody else is gonna do, go see the movie and then talk about how bad it is, I'm gonna do something different, something unheard of. I'm not gonna see it.
A lot of people really didn't like that. A lot of people just called him a misogynist anyway. But anyway, whenever Bootsy left the channel, who is a friend of James and Mike, he just kind of left unexpectedly. It was kind of like, I think Mike described it as like if like Slash left Guns N' Roses, or if like some member of some really popular band just left with no explanation. So the example that I'm going to use is Slash just leaving Guns N' Roses for like just some random reason, you know? Which, kind of sort of what happened, I guess, in terms of all that junk. Anyway, point that I'm trying to make. So, Bootsy left because he wasn't, getting paid for the revenue from, like, DVD sales from Bored James, which were videos that he wrote music for and helped, edit, part of them, at least, and, he wasn't gaining any revenue from any of that. That was a whole thing, and then Mike just started censoring everything on the Cinemassacre subreddit, so then someone else made the Cinemassacre Truth. I forget exactly who it was, but all these jokes started popping up about James, you know, putting in a lot of just low effort everything, because of the excuse that he has kids, and I need to check to see what levels I need to beat next. Okay, Expert. I only skipped 2 levels in my Expert run, 3 and 4. And 4 is actually one that's known for being pretty difficult to some people. I personally don't have that much trouble with it. Mike and I played it in the video that him and I did together. But, why did I just go to stage select? I definitely did not just beat that level. But, I'll play through floor 4 anyway on my own. Actually, that wasn't even in the final cut of the, separate video that we filmed. That'll be in the Expert Run thing that'll be in the actual documentary. Anyway, I'm trying my hardest to condense all the Cinemassacre Truth lore into, like, one, like, 5-minute barrage, but it's really hard to. The 540 thing comes from, this video, I think, when him and Mike were playing Mega Man X. They were at like the final boss or something, and James was playing, and he died, and he's like, "Ah, man, you know, that really sucks, but it's 540 anyway, and we needed to like stop recording."
Oh!
Fuck. 540 anyway.
All right, let's break it.
All right. Well, anyway, that's it. We just ran out of time because I have to be done at 540 right now. And
so what's gonna happen is
exactly 540.
Next time you see this, James is gonna beat this on his own.
I'll try,
without me, because the way we record. So
yeah.
Interestingly enough, he seems very, very panicked about stopping the recording. Like you can see like the sweat on his face almost is what it seems like. Like he seems very paranoid that for being very late. So not 5:30. Not 5:45, not 6 o'clock. 5:40 is his time that he needs to watch his kids. And if he goes 1 minute past 5:40, then it's game over. You know, the whole joke in the Cinemassacre Truth is that, like, oh, his wife is gonna, like, really put the, I don't even know what you... I'm trying to think of the turn of phrase that people use for that. Put the pallets to him. That is definitely not how that saying goes, but you guys know what I mean, right? You know, his wife is gonna get very angry at him. It's just funny because that's like, YouTube is like his full-time job, but then again, he has like, I don't know, the thing is with Cinemassacre, yeah, that whole thing really is an inspiration to me. It made me have an appreciation for video games, I feel like, and for film in general, because James Rolfe, you know, I'll admit it to you guys, I used to say that, all of my old shitty skits and short films were films. You know, I had a filmography Google Doc with all the stuff in it. But anyway, I'll get into that in just a second. Those were all the levels that I skipped over in Monkey Ball 1. The rest are all in Monkey Ball 2, and we'll talk about that more. I'm gonna stop recording and switch the discs. So I'll be right back. Okay, so here we are in Monkey Ball 2. So, if you guys remember in Monkey Master, I kind of skipped beginner and advanced altogether, because from expert, you can beat the game that way, which I successfully did. I'm very proud of myself for that. For beginner and advanced, since I skipped all those levels, I will be playing them all in the regular challenge mode. So, that's like 60 levels in and of themselves. They're all pretty easy. So I'm not going to stress myself out too much. I'm going to, like, 45 is fine, whatever. Now I can get back to talking about finishing my commentary on Cinemassacre. So, yeah, the Cinemassacre Truth subreddit. I think I speak for everyone here, or for everyone in that subreddit, through this video. Like, the reason why we're in the subreddit to begin with is because at one point we did, like, really enjoy his content. Because James did put out, like, really good content for a while. And sometimes he still does. Like, I thought everyone kind of shit talks the Rocky climbed a mountain video, or a mountain video, as people like to call it. I actually really liked that video that he did, exploring the Rocky 4 locations. Yeah, it was kind of cheesy near the end, and it was kind of lame how, he ended it by just saying, like, oh, here's a video of someone else, of some, like, aerial view, and yep, it's the right location for the Drago yell or whatever. Like, yeah, that was kind of lame, but the rest of it I thought was actually really good. The thing is that he's very clearly just, burnt out of doing Angry Video Game Nerd, his flagship show. I just wish that he would just do something else, because the spirit of the nerd is just not there, and it hasn't been there for the past, like, 10 years. You know, he's been... It almost feels like he's trapped in that era of his life where he was just kind of like a fresh out of college guy who was just looking for ways to entertain himself. And, like, yeah, it was good for a while, but, like, the proof that it could work is the fact that Board James existed in the way that it did. Because the way that he made Board James, at least, for Season 3, for the year 2014 or 2015, I think, he really just kind of quit doing the nerd for that whole year. He only did, like, 1 episode, I think. And he just put all his focus on Board James. And people criticize Board James for being board game reviews turning into, like, horror short films, but he put effort into that, and you can tell. I guess the point that I'm trying to make is that the Cinemassacre references are really funny. Some of it might seem really malicious, and to be honest, a lot of it, well, not a lot of it, but some of it really is, like, assholes on there were, like, posing as Screenwave's employees, like, dead dads or something. Like, that's very far. I would never do something like that. But in terms of just, like, poking fun at, like, James and Mike and their, like, little quirks, like 540, and, like, Mike and his boring grocery store bullshit or whatever, like, I don't know. My mind is kind of a mess right now, to be honest. It's been a really messy past couple of days, just because I haven't been playing Monkey Ball, and also, just, like, life stuff is going on, you know. All these summer plans are coming to fruition, and, you know, it's an exciting time. And I just woke up maybe like an hour ago. Last night at work was really rough, to put it lightly. So my mind is kind of strapped right now, so I don't know how entertaining this commentary is, but this is the final stage of the normal beginner mode in Monkey Ball 2, and it should be noted that there are story mode exclusive levels, which I'll get to later on in this video. Okay, so here's how the story mode works in Monkey Ball 2, because there is a story mode. It's made up of 10 different worlds, and each world has 10 different levels in it. So, the last world, Dr. Bad Boon's base, those last 10 levels are all story mode exclusive levels, so I will beat those eventually. Worlds 1 to 9, they're all made up of, like, these challenge mode levels, just with different backgrounds. So, like, this one is, like, stage 4 or 5 in World 1. And there are some challenge mode exclusive levels as well, but obviously we're knocking those out right now by playing the actual challenge mode. But the reason why I'm not doing story mode is because they're just the same levels with different backgrounds, and there's really no notable difference between story mode versions of levels and challenge mode versions of levels. Some of them, the timing is a little bit different, like the stage with the giant spinning comb. I think in the story mode version of the level, you can just hold straight, and you can beat the level that way, and you won't hit anything. But if you try doing that in the challenge mode version, you'll hit the comb, and it won't work. So the timing is a little bit different, but the stages are pretty much exactly the same. Just to let you guys know, because the story mode is what I used to play all the time as a kid whenever, I'd play Monkey Ball 2, just because, you know, it was easy, there was no life counters, you know, you had unlimited tries to do anything, so it was really easy for me as a kid. So I would be doing that, but, or highlighting all those levels anyway, and, like, the later worlds, I think worlds, like, 5 to 9, those are all included in the expert mode, which I already recorded. So story mode will pretty much all be covered by the time that this video is done recording. So in other words, don't worry about story mode. because I'm covering all those levels right now, just in a different medium. But yeah, this level I always used to like to try to glitch myself out of, because if you hit the thing just right, you can launch yourself up into the air and just completely glitch yourself out of the whole game. Like the background turns white and everything. If you guys look up Monkey Ball 2 big screen glitch, there should be a video out there somewhere of someone doing that, because I remember seeing that as a kid, and right after I saw it on YouTube, I went into the game and I just tried to do that. The only bad part about it is that you can't save your replay if you do that, because you don't even like fall out of the level, the time just runs out. So whenever that happens, you can't save the replay. But I did it maybe like once or twice, because playing this game, I mean, it just reminds me of like those times. Like I know I mentioned it in Monkey Master, and it was kind of played off as like a laugh type of thing, like you know, this game is making me feel like a kid again, like like the feeling of having fun while playing video games. What an alien thing to feel. But genuinely though, this game in general is very nostalgic for me. This one I think you can just hold straight on. I think. Yeah, you can. Okay, cool. But yeah, man, I don't know. Just Monkey Ball 2, you know, this is my favorite game of all time, I'm pretty sure. You know, maybe other than like Halo 1, Monkey Ball 2 is the game for me. Just cause, you know, I love the level design in it. It has the right amount of challenge. I'm good enough at it to where I can play it and not get super frustrated. You know, it's a very easy thing to do. Like, I feel like if I'm ever in a sad mood, I can boot up this game at any time and just start playing from expert mode and just beat the game and just have a good time with it, even if I have a lot of mess ups. This level is very weird. This level is not in the story mode, but it's called Birth, which is already weird enough, and then there's just cubes falling from a sphere in the sky. But anyway, so what you need to do for this level is that you need to get a little bit lucky. You hit that pause button and the sphere stops birthing all of her cubes, and then you go up here, and then you really just need to hope that a cube is not in your way of the goal, which it looks like that one kind of is, but oh, okay, I died anyway. Sometimes if you're really unlucky, you'll pause it right when a cube is like in front of that platform to get to the goal, and then you're just kind of like screwed, because I don't think you have enough time to go back. Hit the fast forward button, then hit the pause button again. There is no cube blocking my way, so I can easily just plop myself there, and into the goal I go. So, dodge barking in celebration downstairs, because I beat Beginner and Beginner Extra in Monkey Ball 2. Okay, so the advanced mode is when it starts to get a little bit tricky. I'm going to jack the life count up all the way up to 99 for this one, because I'm not going to lose a continue on the normal levels, at least not most of them, but the extra levels, specifically this one, is very, very difficult, and I'll talk about it more whenever we get there, but we'll definitely have to do some time warps or something, or some good editing to really make this thing watchable, because that one specific level is very, very difficult for me. It really should be like an expert or an expert extra level, not an advanced extra level. But anyway, the advanced levels in Monkey Ball 2 are relatively easy. I wouldn't go as far as to say that I could do it like a no death run like in Monkey Ball 1, but yeah, they're not super bad, I don't think. I also need to keep in mind that I can't hit any warps here either, because I think there is one level, the inchworm level, that I normally hit a warp on, but I need to keep in mind to not do that, because that's like the whole point of this video, is to not hit any warps and also, you know, do the levels I warped over. Anyway, this is a really fun level. The thing that you gotta do at least once is just go as fast as you can without falling out, and seeing if you can make it into the goal. So I'm at 200 miles per hour, and I hit the ball, so that was something. The thing is with this level is that I don't think you can go full force on it like that, because you will overshoot slightly. I think you can do it like this and probably make it though. But yeah, this is a really fun level. I hate doing it the normal way, because that way is really fun. Bonus stages in Monkey Ball 2. I mentioned this in my expert run that I did for the documentary, but I don't know why they exist. Also, at this point, I have no idea how I'm gonna edit the whole thing together. I mentioned it, I know that I mentioned it in the, during the recording, but whether or not I'll leave that in the final cut, that will be, that'll have to be decided whenever I have all the footage and I edit it together. Because the thing is, my plan for Monkey Master anyway, to give you guys a little behind the scenes look here, this one's also really fun to just play like an idiot on. If you go off these ramps here. I'm only gonna go off the one though, I think. Anyway, yeah, the editing, the thing is with this is that I want to get all the footage done first before I even, like, open the editor timeline. Because the way that I would do it back when I would, like, do vlogs or whatever in high school was I would film something, you know, especially senior year with the amount of stuff that I filmed, you know, I was putting out, like, feature-length vlogs. The thing that I would do is that I would film, like, all week, and then during the weekend, I would edit together all that footage, and then I would just kind of repeat that until the end of the month, and then I would, you know, double check the video and everything, but I would not save all the editing for last. I would edit it as I would be recording it, typically. This one, I'm going against that just because it is summer right now, and I do have stuff to do, you know, so in terms of recording enough, you know, recording alone takes enough time as is what I'm trying to say. The point is that I want to get all the footage first. That way, whenever I have time to, I can hole up in my room, whether that be, whether that be during college or just near, like, the tail end of the summer in August or whatever, you know, next month. Yeah, I can just do the editing on my own time, and the way that I want to do it is I want to have all the editing done by like Thanksgiving time, and then I can put it out right around Christmas time is my goal anyway. But again, I don't know, because I haven't really edited anything together that, like, where the main focus is, like, gaming, so I need to figure out exactly what to do and, like, all the montages and everything. I'll tell you what, the closest thing that I've done, no, that's not gonna work. The closest thing that I've done in terms of, like, something like this when it comes to videos, I did a lot of Let's Plays. Well, not a lot, but I did, like, 2 or 3 Let's Plays. I recorded them back in, like, summer of 2017 and put them out during, like, the first half of 2018, the first, like, 6 or 7 months, I think. Yeah, those videos really sucked. It was very clear that I was trapped and inspired by, like, 2011 YouTube, where people could just get away with them playing, like, games and commentating over them, and that was, like, good enough content back in the day, you know, like, I used to watch, The Great Clement. I used to watch him all the time. He did all these Sonic Let's Plays, and, you know, he did a Let's Play of Sonic Adventure that was, like, 30 parts long, and each part was, like, 10 minutes, and, guess what? I watched the whole thing. It was just him doing commentary over his own gameplay. And back then, that was enough entertainment for me as a kid, but nowadays I need, like, all the snappy editing and all this other stuff, which is why I'm not expecting this video specifically to do too well, because I am kind of doing it in that old style way, except I will be jumping around whenever I hit problematic levels, which has not happened quite yet. This level is really funny, by the way. It's just, as I fall off the edge, it's just Amusement Vision's old website, which that domain is not, like, a thing anymore, I don't think, because Amusement Vision, like, stopped being a thing right after this game came out in, like, 2003 or whatever. But, which really sucks, because, if we can just talk about the history of Monkey Ball briefly, because they remade Monkey Ball 1 and 2 for the Switch, and for the Xbox, and the PS5 or whatever, and that's great and all. And why am I doing this? I can't hit any warps even if I wanted to. Okay, good. Thank you, Mad Ring, for deterring me from that. But, so they remade Monkey Ball 1 and 2. But from my understanding, like, the game still doesn't play right. You guys can't tell from the gameplay itself, but whenever you actually play, the way that the ball moves and the way that you maneuver the stage to get the ball to move, you know, it feels so right. Like, the balance and the way that the physics of the game work in Monkey Ball 1 and 2, it's perfect. And from my understanding, the Monkey Ball, like, Banana Mania or whatever, the remastered version, it still doesn't have, like, that same exact feel to it, which I don't understand. Like, why 20 years ago did they perfect that formula, but then, like, nowadays they're just like, oh, let's do something like completely like worse. Because the same thing goes for like Halo. Whenever it comes to video game franchises, my two favorites are Monkey Ball and Halo. And the thing is with Halo is that I saw a Reddit post a couple months ago about this, about the existential crisis of modern gaming or whatever. And it was it was this guy saying like, hey, I found my old Xbox 360 just laying around. And I booted up Halo Reach, and I played it for a few hours. And, it's kind of crazy how back in, like, 2010, you know, we had Forge, we had, multiplayer with, like, completed maps, and we had, a great story mode, or a great campaign in this case. A great batch of, like, everything. And then meanwhile, you know, like, 10 years later, with Halo Infinite and Halo 5 and like Halo 4, like how can they just like release games that just aren't complete? Because the thing is that people ask me all the time if I play video games, and the answer that I always give them is that I used to play video games. And that is true. I used to play video games all the time. But the thing is with modern gaming, and I completely agree with this, I'm gonna try to get to the goal from here. I completely agree with this, is that I just can't get into modern games. Because whenever I think of a game, I think of something like this, where I buy the game for like full price or whatever, like 60 bucks. Like, if I pay $60 for a game, what do I expect from the game? I expect the game to be complete. And the thing is with modern gaming is that that's just not how the system... That's not how the system works anymore, which I sound like a crotchety old man whenever I say it, but it's bullshit, honestly. Like, I don't understand how you can pay full price for a video game, but then, like, the game isn't even, like, complete. Like, you need to wait, like, another year for all this DLC. You need to buy, like, these rec packs to, like, for character customization and microtransactions. Like, what happened to the days where you could just buy a game and it's complete? Like, this game has, like, over like 150 levels, it has a story mode, it has 12 completed party games. Like, why can't they make games like this anymore? And the dog downstairs agrees with me because of how vocal he's deciding to be right now when I'm trying to record a video, which I love dogs, especially when they're very loud. But yeah, so I'm not into video games anymore. The only games that I play are games like this, where I know, like, what I'm getting into right away. I really wish the dog downstairs would shut up, I don't know what he's barking at. But, yeah, the only games that I play are, you know, the Halo games and the Monkey Ball games. And even then, I rarely play them. So, sorry, but the gaming industry is just not for me, I guess. Because, like, I tried playing Minecraft, maybe like a week ago with my girlfriend, because she wanted to play it. And the game has changed, like, so much that I don't, like, not even, like, the graphics or, like, the new items that you can craft. Like, the game mechanics themselves, like, they've changed. Like, I tried to build a wheat farm in just regular survival Minecraft. And she was like, oh, don't build it like that, because they changed the way, like, the water works around the crops. I'm like, god damn it, like, I can't even play, like, something as simple as Minecraft without having to try to learn, like, the whole thing over again, you know? It's just a little bit frustrating. Because, whenever I play Minecraft, I don't know about you guys, but, I always used to play Minecraft in peaceful mode, because I would hate, like, building a house and having, like, a creeper blow it up or whatever, you know? The way that I always used to play Minecraft was I would start up a survival world. I would build like a little tiny like house out of wood planks to start off, and then I would find like this big mountain, and then I would build a house like in the mountain. It's really like cool basic house. I would find some diamonds, I would go into the nether, and that would kind of be it. You know, I would build a house, I would build like a boat dock, and then I would just kind of abandon the world and then just do the whole thing over again. Like, I don't know what it was about Minecraft, but it scratched the brain just well enough to where I would have enough fun doing that. But yeah, Minecraft was always a really fun game for me to play. That was like my holy trinity of video games as a kid. It was Halo, Monkey Ball, and Minecraft. You guys want to talk about hard levels? This level was insanely difficult for me as a kid. It took me maybe like an hour the first time I like tried it on my own. Because I recently put together my my replay video for Monkey Ball 2. The video that'll come out probably right after this one. If you guys are watching this like as these videos are coming out, I have a replay compilation coming out. The majority of those replays are from 2015, and the reason for that is because here's what happened. So we had Monkey Ball 2, and we had Monkey Ball 1 at 1.2, but Monkey Ball 1 just got lost somehow. So by the time that I was old enough to like play video games and like understand them a little bit, you know, I just I wasn't playing Monkey Ball 1. By the way, that was really impressive. That level is very, very difficult, actually, and I'm surprised that I got it like my second or third attempt. So I would play Monkey Ball 2, but then eventually Monkey Ball 2 got lost as well. So I played Monkey Ball 2 from like 2010 to like 2012, on and off maybe, and then it got lost. And then at one point during middle school, I was thinking about it, and I was like, you know, I really just want to play some Monkey Ball, you know, that was like my favorite game a couple years ago. I just want to play some Monkey Ball again. And that was like 2014 maybe. So I asked my dad, I was like, hey, like on eBay or something, can you look for Monkey Ball 1 and 2? Because I wanna play Monkey Ball 2, and then I also want to try out Monkey Ball 1 because I had never played it up to that point. And he's like, yeah, sure. So eventually, around New Year's, like whenever 2015 rolled around, I did get my own copy of Monkey Ball 2. And then eventually I found that old copy of Monkey Ball 2 that was lost. So I technically have 2 copies of Monkey Ball 2 in my possession. Yeah, so that's why the majority of those replays are from 2015 rather than any other year. And a lot of those replays are really shitty replays because you could tell like a 10-year-old kid was saving the replays, because I would just like, I would beat a level normally and then I'd be like, oh yeah, that was worth like saving a replay, like let me save that replay. Like, I don't know why, but whatever. This level can also be a real pain in the ass too if you don't know what you're doing. The level design in Monkey Ball 2 causes you to do some really awkward things. Like the level design in Monkey Ball 1, in terms of like skill, I think is a lot better. Monkey Ball 2 has a lot of levels where you just kind of have to get lucky, or you need to like bounce in just a certain way to make it to the goal. Because when people talk about their favorite Monkey Ball games, it's never another answer other than like Monkey Ball 1 or 2, you know? It's always either Monkey Ball 1 or Monkey Ball 2 are the best Monkey Ball games, which is valid because they are the best. Series really went downhill after this game because Amusement Vision disbanded, and they didn't make Monkey Ball 3 like they were supposed to. Banana Crazy, they should have made it, because can you imagine if Monkey Ball was like a trilogy? Like, that'd be so cool. But anyway, because Monkey Ball 2 is my favorite just because it's the one that I'm most familiar with and it's easier than Monkey Ball 1. But when people say that Monkey Ball 1 is their favorite, I can understand that as well, because Monkey Ball 1 is very much like, it's very clearly based off of an arcade game, you know? It's very arcade style. It's more in line with like a retro game than Monkey Ball 2. Like, I look at Monkey Ball 1 as being like the retro one of the crowd, like the typical like arcade style game, and then this one is like a console version, you know? That's how I always look at it. My main hope for Monkey Ball is that I really want them to perfect the formula again that they perfected 20 years ago, but no one can seem to replicate it for whatever reason. Because listen, I don't know really what goes into game design or anything like that, but I find it hard to understand how they could make a game like this 20 years ago, but nowadays they can't seem to do it. I want like a genuine like Monkey Ball 3. Like, that's really what I want. You know, not with like the exact same graphics, you know, update the graphics a little bit, but just keep the physics, because the physics, that's what makes the game, in my opinion. Enough of my crotchety old man spiel about how much I hate video games nowadays and game franchises and all this other stuff. This is the level that I was mentioning earlier about how difficult it is, and I might have to do some time skips here because this level is insanely difficult. You guys already saw me try to rush through it a couple times. Now let me try to take it slow. This level really should not be an advanced extra. This should be like a master level. This level is just so stupid. Talking about game design again, this is one where you just kind of have to bounce just right, and you kind of can't do that too well. So you just need to get lucky. I'm gonna go ahead, take a break from talking, and just focus on this level, because trying to play a game while commentating and trying to make it at least somewhat interesting is you know, I can shit. Okay. That was really close. Okay, that actually didn't take as long as I thought it would. One of these levels I need to beat today. I'm gonna save it for last. I'm willing to bet that it is the hardest level for me personally across both games. Granted, I have not played the master levels of Monkey Ball 1 yet, because I have not reached that point in filming yet for Monkey Master, but as of today, and as of like for the past couple years, this level coming up is like the bane of my existence. We'll do that one last. Actually, it's a level very similar to this level, but just way harder. Actually, this level is pretty difficult too. I realized in my time recording this, because I've been recording Monkey Master for the past month and couple days, I think. I started filming it June 10th, and today is July 14th, I think. So I've been recording all this junk for like a month, all this Monkey Ball nonsense. And I found out that the levels that give me the most trouble are levels like these, where I need to like, well, not levels like these specifically, but levels where I like need to go in like a spiral, and like where the goal is at the very end, I need to like aim my ball at the goal while also like keeping the ball in the middle and all this other stuff. You know, that's very difficult for me. I think this one I might be able to beat with the fast forward button on. These might be famous last words. Yeah, never mind. I gave up on that idea pretty quick. Yeah, what was I saying? I don't even remember. Like I said, my brain is kind of fried. You ever have like one of those days where like the night before you're like really tired and you're like, you know what? I got nothing going on tomorrow, so I'm gonna sleep in because you know what? I deserved it. And then, you sleep in, but you sleep way too much. You sleep like 11 hours, and you wake up and you're just still tired. Because, believe it or not, at least I think this is the actual science behind it, you can't actually sleep too much. You know, that is a thing that you can very easily do to your own body. And I hate sleeping too much because, like, you're just so tired the night before, and you wake up and you're still exhausted just in a different way. Just challenge yourself with a harder level. In other words, fuck you, try the expert mode, you stupid bitch. Advanced mode is nothing. Okay, so we officially conquered Monkey Ball 2 beginner and advanced stages, so the way that I'm going to do it is I'm going to do the expert levels that I warped over first, and then the expert extra levels. I played all the master levels, so before I get to the master extra levels that I warped over, I'm going to play the story mode exclusive levels first, and then we'll save Master Extra for last. Got it? Good. Okay, we're good. Okay. Expert mode. According to my notebook, I skipped over Expert Floor 3, which makes sense because I hit the warp in the previous level. So, Melting Pot. This one ain't too bad. This one can kind of be a pain in the ass. You only have 30 seconds to complete it. So, just hop in like that. Hit a couple of these balls because they are everywhere. That's the thing about Monkey Ball 2 is that I'm glad that they named the stages, but the names don't make much sense. Like, how is this a melting pot? At least all the pots that I've seen are like cylindrical in shape, or, you know, circular, you know, a cylinder, not a square with a bunch of balls rolling around in it. This one is all about luck and timing. Like, okay, so did that, we're all good. Okay, next. Okay, how does this one? Okay, it's a little bounce. Okay, that one's easy. Easy peasy monkey cheesy. Here we go. See, I'm glad that I'm doing this for completion purposes, because I am kind of like a completionist. You know, I'm glad that I'm gonna have this supplemental video to kind of prove that, hey, I've beaten every single stage across both games. Alright, well that one took me way more attempts than what it probably should have, but we got through it. This one you can do a really cool shortcut on. I'm gonna try it, because to be honest, I kind of forget how to beat this one the normal way. Because the stage right before this is super easy to get to the warp goal. You're able to get into the goal by doing this if you bounce just right. I think either You can do it like this, or I'm pretty sure you can hit that, the bounce thing that I showed earlier, but anyway, it's done now, so whatever. Okay, so that is all of Expert Mode officially completed, so let's move on to Expert Extra. According to my notes, the only one that I skipped over was this one, Pendulums. No, this one is kind of hard just because I don't know, there's a pattern that you need to get. I remember a couple months ago, no, not even a couple months ago, like a year ago, I was playing this game, and I did not hit the warp goal in the stage right before this, and I was stuck on this stage for a while, just because I'm not used to the, just because I'm not used to playing it. But I think this is the path that you take. Well, it's not the path that you take that's worrisome, it's the timing of these, of those platforms that is what you need to worry about. Alright, did it. The mini-map came in real helpful there. Up next are the Master Extra stages, but before we get to those, I will be playing through the Story Mode exclusive levels. So World 10, like I said, these are all Story Mode exclusive levels, all 10 of these, so we're going to start with number 1. A level that really shouldn't be this far into the game, because it's very easy. Even the skinny path is easy. I will say, it is kind of really refreshing to play Monkey Ball just casually like this. It just feels nice to play it without feeling the need to play like to the best of my ability. These Story Mode exclusive levels are all very weird, by the way, just to warn you guys, and they're actually, ah shit. I just remembered one specifically that will take me probably a couple of attempts. World 10-9. But you guys will see that in just a few minutes, hopefully, momentarily. This one you really gotta watch the timer on. This is one that you can't really dilly-dally around in. This one you gotta move really as quick as you can. This one I think we should be able to get through. 3, 2, 1. Yep, okay, we're good. Someone's watching TV downstairs and it's very loud. I hope it doesn't interfere with the audio of this amazing video that I'm doing. I hope this video is entertaining in some fashion. Okay, that one's easy enough. Alright, there we go. See, this is another one of those levels where you look at it and you're like, what the hell is happening here? All these Story Mode exclusive levels, you really, like, need to know what you're doing if you want to have a chance of, like, beating them. Like, whenever you first play this game and you first look at this level, there's no way you're getting it on your first try. You really need to like even me, like I know which, at least this first part I know what to do in, but it's difficult to even like gain your footing in the ball and everything. And then in this one I think go over here. Nope, you go on the edge. Go on the edge or don't. That's fine too. There you go. You should be able to just hop off like that. Yep. Okay, made it. This is the other level that I'm worried about, mainly because I think I know which path to take. I think I know it. I'll know it whenever I see it. But the hardest part about it is clearing this gap. This one is the maze of all mazes whenever it comes to Monkey Ball. There we go, cleared that gap, and I think I need to go up here. And then I think I go up here, where these delicious, scrumptious bananas are. And then after that, I go over here. And then I go over here, and I'm definitely making this up. Oh wait, actually, maybe I'm not making it up as I go along, because this area seems really fun. Actually, I think if I go up here, which seems to be a dead end, and that's because it is, but fooled you, go over here, and I'm not going to have enough time to do this, but I think this is actually the path that you need to take. I need confirmation. Yes, this is the path that you take. Okay, this one shouldn't take a stupid amount of time then, because the hardest part of this level, other than memorizing the path, is clearing that gap and clearing that thing that I just got to at the end, because it's very hard to kind of get the angle right to get through that, but that's how you reach the goal, so. Oh, come on, man. That was so close. Okay, made it. Okay, we're good. Never have to play that stage again in my life if I decide not to. Or if I decide to, which, I probably will. The whole point of this one is that you need to go upstairs, but you're a monkey in a ball. It's like trying to ride a bike up steps. Like, yeah, it's possible, but, it's kind of a real pain in the ass to really do. Especially this part right here. You kind of need to, like, bounce yourself to get, like, a running start. Okay, we're good. Okay, do a little hop step. Okay, this one actually I remember being a lot worse. This one actually isn't too bad. The goal is not right there. It is down here. Okay, cool. Not too bad, actually, not too bad. This one is kind of similar to 3D Maze, where you look at it and you're like, what the hell am I supposed to do? But I got it covered. Don't you worry. At least wow, that probably doesn't make the audience very confident in my abilities. Alright, there we go. By the way, I determined that whoever's downstairs is watching The Shining, because while I was playing through that level, I just heard Red Rum! Red Rum! Red Rum! Red Rum! This is one that's gonna take me a bit. It's, in theory, it's not that bad, because it's just memorization, but, if you guys look at it, yeah, this is the level that you gotta deal with. And all the things that you guys see against, like, the back of the level over there, those are all the invisible portions that you need to walk over. So this one is just pure memorization, and you just really need to know which path to take. And I'm really good at, like, the first part. Like, I know that that's, like, you can get that bushel, and then this one is where it gets a little bit fishy. I know that I need to go this way, and so I can get maybe, like, halfway through without too much struggle, but that second half is pretty difficult. So you guys are gonna have to give me a minute with this one. There we go. I've definitely taken a lot more time with that level before, so I'm satisfied with that. So, whenever you get to the story mode, this is the last level that you beat in the game. The AV logo, and it's not like the AV logo in Monkey Ball 1. This one requires a bit of a different strategy. Hit the play button. I hope I can get this one first try, because it's really not that hard. It's all about timing. The goal is in the bottom right of the stage, if you guys did not notice that. I think what you need to do is you need to ride the edge of the V at just the right time. Then you just got to do a little something like this, I think. Maybe not. It's really awkward. I can just hear The Shining from up here. It's the part where Wendy goes down and sees the typewriter, and it's like, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Jack Nicholson is like, give me the bat, Wendy. Give me the bat.
Wendy, give me the bat. Please! Give me the bat.
The Shining. I've only seen The Shining like once, but it's kind of funny the context in which I saw it. It was actually a time that my brother was visiting home. I'm gonna have to tell this story in a bit, because we just beat that. I have 3 Master Extra levels to get through real quick. Ooh parts, planets, and Helix. I have a feeling this won't be a real quick thing. But anyway, first time I saw The Shining was when my brother was visiting home Hunter from his Air Force shenanigans. So he was visiting home, and him and I were sharing this room together. We had an air mattress in the middle of the floor that he was sleeping on. And I woke up, and my allergies were like really bad. So I just stayed home from school that day because of how like shitty I felt. And then I got on my phone, I was like, what's like something that I can do? I don't know how I landed on watching The Shining, but that's just what I decided to do. It was on HBO Max at the time, I don't know if it still is, but yeah, I watched all 2.5 hours of The Shining on my phone with headphones on while my brother was sleeping, like, on the floor next to me. Whenever he woke up, he was like, why are you still here? Like, it's straight up like a school day. And I was like, I was feeling pretty shitty this morning. He's like, oh, okay, cool. And I was like, yeah, I watched The Shining. Have you seen it? And I don't think he has. So he's like, no, because we were talking about like really popular movies. And he's like, have you seen Pulp Fiction? And I'm like, no. And he's like, we're watching Pulp Fiction. And I was like, man, I really don't feel like it. Like, I already watched The Shining today. He's like, nah, man, we're watching Pulp Fiction. So we watched maybe like half of Pulp Fiction, and then a couple days later we finished it. And I remember really liking it. And then I looked at Tarantino's filmography, and I decided, you know what? I've heard a lot about Reservoir Dogs. Maybe I should watch that movie. And I watched that movie, and Reservoir Dogs is now my favorite movie of all time. And it has been for the past like 2 years since I first saw it. So indirectly, me watching The Shining has led to me finding my favorite movie. So I will always remember The Shining for that. Really though, The Shining is kind of a masterpiece of film in general. It's really, really good. Speaking of really good, that's not what I'm doing right now. I kind of don't know how to beat this level. It's something like that though, where you need to like gain enough speed to get up here and then you can land on the platform that way, but that ain't happening right now. That was really, really close. I think that's how I ought to beat the level right there, by doing that little sick maneuver. Yep, right there. There it is. Okay. Well, that took me a while. I don't know if that's how you typically beat the level, or if there's another strategy that I could do. Next one up is planets, and you guys will take notice that this one is very similar to the level in Monkey Ball 1, Expert Extra 9. This one I think is harder though. I don't know what makes me say that, but I think it is slightly more, yeah, I think they're spaced out a little bit more. And I don't know a strategy for this one, but it looks like this one has a little bit of space right around the goal, so, almost got that red goal. That would have been really cool. Okay, that one's actually really easy because the one in Monkey Ball 1 has like no space around the goal. So if you hit right next to it, you basically have no chance of getting past it, but okay, well that's good. And now, everyone, we get to the grand finale of this Lost Levels video. I saved this level for last because chronologically it does come last, but I could have waited to do the story mode exclusives till the end, but I chose the Master Extra levels last because this level right here, number 8, Helix, in my opinion, is the hardest level across both games, other than the Monkey Ball 1 Master levels, because I have not played those quite yet at this point of me recording. Synchronized, every time that I play this game, I always make sure that I get the green goal in this one, so I can just skip right to Dizzy System, and then Nintendo, and then I can beat the game. But Helix, I'm just gonna show you guys briefly what this level consists of. As you can see, you view the stage, already it doesn't look very good. So, this is your option for beating the level normally. You have like this half cylinder shape ramp thing that you need to stay on top of, but you can't stay on top of it too much because you'll fly off the edge, and then if you get too close to the middle, that'll happen. So I'm gonna try to attempt this one more time, just like this. So it's a real balancing act the whole way down, and the goal is all the way down at the end. You guys can see how long that fallout is. The other way that you can beat this level, you can just launch yourself right off the edge and try to aim for the goal that way. Just all the way down there. And to tease you just a little extra bit, there is a green goal that is down there too, but don't go for the green goal. You're gonna want to go for the normal blue goal here. So you need to ride the wave just like that, and then you can aim for the blue goal all the way down there. So, I don't know if I'm gonna try to do this the shortcut way or the normal way. I think either way is very, very impressive, but this level is really, really hard. So, I'm going to go ahead and just cut to a time lapse of me attempting this level. The time right now, it is 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so we'll see how much time this takes me. I'll have to check whenever I hit the goal, so this ought to be fun. Finally. Oh my god. Okay, what time is it now? Only 1:30? Okay, I felt like I was there for forever. Okay, remind me to never play that level ever again in my entire life. Oh my god, I hate that level. Upon me beating that level, I have now officially beaten every single level across both original Monkey Ball games, the best of the best. You guys already know how it is. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I will catch you guys in the next video that comes out, whatever that may be. It's time we keep on rolling in our Monkey Ball journey.